Hello again. The Republic of Ireland is, of course, becoming more multicultural by the week, despite the fact that many of the country's citizens are less than enthusiastic about this rapid change in demography. Even so, those of foreign origin are still a fairly small proportion of the population so far. They do seem, though, to appear disproportionately in various statistics. Some of these figures, those relating to certain types of offences, for instance, are predictable. Others are at first sight a little puzzling. Take the appeal issued by the Irish Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children, who wish to track down some missing children. There are really odd things about this, and I give a link in the description to this video to the appeal, so that viewers may judge for themselves what to make of it. The ISPCC give a list of 28 children whom they claim to have gone missing this year and whose whereabouts is unknown. Of these, 16, that is more than half, are foreign. Some are black, some Eastern European. One curious aspect when looking at the photographs is their apparent ages. Zahid Ibrahimi, for instance, has a beard and moustache. So too do Levi Malinga and Abdullah El Shaqwe. These young men may be missing children, but not in the sense that anybody would normally use that expression. The Irish police are appealing for information about the whereabouts of these young adults, who are nominally children, and this too is a bit strange. 10 of those missing children are 17, which is beyond the age at which the police generally concern themselves with missing kids. It seems that this is part of a bigger trend because, according to one newspaper, dozens of supposed children have simply vanished. Many of them foreign, and often from the accommodation in which they arrived as lone children, unaccompanied children. You see, unaccompanied children are almost guaranteed asylum in both Ireland and Britain. In this country, 150 Albanian children have simply vanished from the hotels in which they were staying since summer, and nobody has seen anything of them since. Both there and in Ireland there is talk of the dangers these children might be facing. Either this is a terrible crisis and an exceedingly prolific kidnapper or possibly serial killer of children is at work, skipping back and forth across the Irish Sea in order to kidnap children and then murder them and hide their bodies. Or there is a simpler explanation for both what is being seen in Ireland and also this country. The actual explanation is, of course, simply enough to those who are prepared to speak plainly and honestly. What is happening is that young men in their early 20s are turning up both here and in Ireland and posing as 16-year-olds. Such claims, however improbable, cannot be dismissed outright, and so the authorities house the supposed children in temporary accommodation while they arrange for proof, such as x-rays of bones and so on, which will provide pretty conclusive proof of whether a person really is a growing child. Once the young men realise that the game is almost up, they simply do a runner and disappear into the mass of unregistered illegal immigrants. It is thought to be a little tactless to speak of this out loud, though, and so the pretence is maintained that these are missing children. One really odd thing about the descriptions of the supposed children in Ireland, for whom the police are searching, is something which I've mentioned before. Listen to this description from the first site to which I give a link. Levi is described as being approximately 6 foot 1 inches in height, with black hair and brown eyes. No mention of the fact that he's black, though. Here's another description. Alex is described as being approximately 6 foot in height, of medium build with dark brown hair. This young man, on the other hand, is white. Have you ever seen anything quite so absurd as giving a description of someone that's missing and not mentioning their skin colour alongside the colour of eyes and hair? the times we live in. As usual, in the description to this video, I give a few links so that people can check out what I've been saying for themselves.